if we are asked to graph or to sketch the graph of the parabola with equation y is equal to negative 1/6 over x squared, first we notice that this isn't similar yet to any of the general forms that we've discussed. And so for us to be able to see whether it's a parabola that's facing up, down, left, or right, we have to transform this equation into one of those. And to do that, we simply have to isolate x squared by multiplying both sides with negative 6. So we now have negative 6y is equal to x squared. And so we compare this to the general form x squared is equal to negative 4cy. And since we know that this parabola is a parabola that's facing down with the vertex at the origin, so it would now be a simple case of looking for the value of c and then using that to be able to get the coordinates of the focus, the endpoints of the lattice rectum, as well as the equation of the directrix, and then graphing the parabola. So to do that, to get the value of c, we equate negative 6 to negative 4c, dividing both sides by negative 4. We have c is equal to 3 over 2, 3 halves. Since we have the value of c, we can now get, well, first the coordinates of the vertex, which we know to be 0, 0. Next, the coordinates of the focus. So it's a downward facing parabola. Therefore, we know that the focus is always within the parabola. So the coordinates here would be 0, negative c, or in this case, 0, negative 3 halves. The directrix, on the other hand, would be above the parabola. Therefore, this horizontal line would have the equation y is equal to 3 halves. Next, we look for the endpoints of the lattice rectum, which again are the 2 points here, which are the endpoints of the line segment that's parallel to the directrix passing through the focus. And so we know this to have the same y coordinate as the focus, but 2c units to the left and to the right of the focus. So since c is 3 over 2, twice of that is 3. So that's 3, negative 3 halves, and negative 3, negative 3 halves. And then finally, we look for the axis of symmetry. And the axis of symmetry here obviously is the y-axis, or x is equal to 0. So finally, we are now able to graph the parabola using this. And so again, the vertex is at 0, 0. And then we look for the focus, which is 0, negative 3 halves. So that's negative 1 and 1 half. So let's see, somewhere here, 1 and 1 half. Endpoints of the lattice rectum is 3, negative 3 halves. So that's 1, 2, 3, negative 3 halves, negative 3, negative 3 halves. So this is our parabola. This is our focus. So this is our lattice rectum. And the directrix is y is equal to 3 halves. So the horizontal line passing through 3 halves. And the axis of symmetry is the y-axis.